Everything Chris. Everything Chris. Everything Chris. Everything Chris. Everything Chris. Everything Chris. Everything Chris.
Spoke about before, the TV deal, right? The legendary TV deal.
Talk us about that, man.
That will, right? What we gotta understand, firstly, is we have to be an attractive proposition for the TV to show on TV. Us as basketball people, right? I'm telling you, I don't do enough. Do you watch every BBL game? Going, do I? No.
I'll be realistic. I don't watch every BBL game. I'll be realistic.
Yeah, but what the point I'm trying to make is if people that actually like the sport don't watch it, our TV viewing rates and stuff like that is not going to be attractive to Sky, BT, or anything like that. Think about 5 years ago. Are they going to want to go into film a game in a school or a leisure centre?
No.
What we have to do is make it more attractive for. So if you go back in the day when we had a really good TV deal, we were playing in Wembley, MEN.
Wembley.
We
don't play there no more.
So it's attractive because not only that, also the clubs had their own fans that used to come and watch. You can't sell to a TV like an arena that only has 1,000 people in it, even though we'd say that was all right for BBL. But in the grand scheme of things, people watch darts more than they do basketball.
It's mad. It's mad. And basketball is the second most participated sport in the country.
Right.
Second most. So, it's mad.
And you know what? Like on that, that's where you got and because I've been a part of it, that's where you've got to see there's been an improvement in terms of getting kids involved in basketball. Basketball England has improved in that by making more projects to get kids involved in it that add to that participation numbers. But we have to build from there now, because what did I say at the beginning? I went to a game at Wembley and I fell in love with the game, right? It's that first positive experience that keeps you with the game.
I get that 100%. Yeah, I get that. It's a bit like when I first went to what made me want to come to Leeds. Just how they treat basketball up there in Leeds and Sheffield. Like the first time I went there, that's what made me go to Leeds. I went to Sheffield, I was like, wait a minute, is this what it's like up here? Like, damn. And then when I first played in the D3 and I watched the Division 1 game in Leeds, that was crazy. I was like, and this is when Newbie was coming up. I was like, I said, the fans actually, he's actually got fans who just, people fighting for a seat, people sitting on the floor. Like,
this is what I'm saying. It's got to start from somewhere. It's got to start, and it's up to us to start it. It's like what you're doing, us as fans of basketball. I try and watch more BBL, because when we go to a TV deal next, we're going to be showing figures from YouTube, where it's been on YouTube. If not, people ain't watching it. You're not going to get a TV deal. It is so simple, you know. So I think we all have to do more as basketball fans and supporting it growing, rather than sitting back and just be like, why?
We all have to stick together. It's like you said, everyone has to stick together, everyone has to do their bit, and I think this is what's more important.
That's not just us. I think it's the governing bodies as well. I was thinking this the other day, What other league in the world do you not get promoted from Division 2 to Division 1?
Do you not get promoted?
Yeah.
Not that I can think of.
Country. But in England, if you win Division 1, MBL, you don't get promoted to the BBL.
Yeah, you don't.
How does that make sense?
That's what I mean, and obviously for myself, I think that's normal, because it's BBL, I'm thinking it's professional and then done, but
every other league, if you're talking about in Spain, their top league, you can get into the top league by moving up the leagues. Same in Italy, same in France, and don't get me wrong, like I understand the other side, because if a D1 team wins the MBL, right, are they going to have the specifications to play in the BBL, like enough seats and blah blah blah? It goes back to clubs building it themselves, you know,
and also goes back to what
there was that question.
And it goes back to what you mentioned earlier, and then someone else mentioned facilities, man. It's like a lot of these teams are borrowing facilities, so it's hard for them to class themselves as professional. Like, you got some places that are doing good. Newcastle, I think they've just bought. Newcastle's done something. Surrey Scorchers has got their own facility. London Lions, Copper Box, they basically run that themselves, and you got like Bristol Flyers are coming up. I think they've got a new stadium coming. So but there's obviously that Manchester's got this little leisure centre. They got a fan. Manchester's got fans, but the leisure centre they need to move from that leisure centre because it's not ideal.
I'd say, like, on a more positive note, that is an area that they have improved dramatically in terms of there is at least 6 or 7 teams that have small stadiums now, like Leicester, Worcester, Newcastle, like, so that you have to applaud them clubs for getting to that.
Yeah, they're doing great. Leicester's doing great.
Yeah, I think the other thing is British players are getting more of a chance now as well, you know, and they're getting paid better to stay here. So I think that's a massive improvement for our league, you know.
We need to get someone saying something. We need to get right players in the right position.
Yeah. Who's that? Williams. Yeah, Williams. Yeah. That's my boy. Yeah, it's true. It's true, man. And like
Williams, what's up?
Yeah, Williams. And and what he's saying is true. It's like, yeah, I was there, but did I have as much control as I wanted? No, I didn't. You know what I mean? And that's why ultimately I ended up leaving, you know, like that's the problem, man. You gotta have the right people in the right places.
Yeah, man, we've got to do something, man. So definitely, man, it starts somewhere and we all got to support each other. There's a lot of podcasts out as well. So there's a lot of people on Instagram. It's like, I think really Basketball England could see what people are trying to do. Like, especially the BBL kid.
Listen,
that kid who does BBL fix.
If you lot need someone, like, I know the people to contact at Basketball England, because there's some really, like, I got to shout out my sister Laura Doherty. She's like amazing. She does an amazing job, like, at Basketball England. And my manager Charlie Ford, he actually started the EABL. And what did he do? He got the right people. He got Sam from Hoopfit. Yeah. He got like coaches from around to come together and design a league where the promotion of the league is going to be good, but the talent's going to be good as well. So there's people in there that do a good job.
This is one thing I've said as well, and a lot of some people have agreed with it. The marketing in this country is poor. I'm sorry, like, it's atrocious. It's like
one thing. It has got better. It has got better.
It's got better.
Yeah, it's still not at the level. But this is what I'm saying. About people that don't know. But we didn't have a media team 5 years ago. We didn't have a media team. It used to be people with other positions that would like put out media reports. Now, like I said, the new people that come in, they want to focus more on that type of thing. And now there is a media team, so you're seeing more.
Exactly. It's like Hooper's Voice and BBL Fix, who are on Instagram. They should really be given a reins to do a lot of news, give out a lot of news about the BBL, because they are great at that. And Baller's Voice, he does a lot of, like I said yesterday, he does a lot of podcasts. Get him on talking to these players. Yeah. He does a lot of Tossin does a lot of podcasts talking to players, and then myself, I'm coming at the angle where I'm giving you the visuals. I want you to see players, see their personality. Yeah. I have so much idea.
Williams just said it just goes back to Williams. What Williams has said. The people need to be in the right places. So for me, just my opinion, if I was running Basketball England, I'll be looking at you and a Hooper's Voice and BBL Fix, and BBL should be looking at BBL Fix and and just combining it all together.
It could,
you know what I mean?
Definitely. Even just little things like a good way to promote, and this is a great marketing thing. Like, you could do something like meet up with a player who played at Hackney or Brixton, for example, who's playing professional right now. He takes us back to where he's from. And then that's you promoting. Now you're promoting that club where they're from. That's still big. And then people want to go to that club. Then you go to the team that they're playing at now, and that again does a lot. That's that you kill two birds in one stone just by doing that. And then now you put that player on the pedestal. I don't think they treat them like stars as they should do in this country. As
I said, I think we all need to do more. I think clubs can do more to promote their players, even though they're starting to do that. I think players can promote themselves more, you know? So it's not just one person, it's a collective that all need to do a little bit more for us to... And where do we want basketball to be? I've never ever seen a report or anything saying, but we want basketball to be here in England. We want it to be second to football or fourth or whatever. I've never heard of an end goal of where we want to be. And if you don't have that...
No, I feel like it's been with basketball to a certain extent. It feels like it's people with certain credentials, like businessmen or something, come in, all right, let's mess around, do this, that. Yeah, I've got some money, I'm out. And the next person, yeah, I've got some money, do this, I'm out. And
it's true, but the only bit I'd change is they come in thinking, like everyone else does, basketball, there is potential here, it's exciting, rare, and then they invest, lose their money, and then come out. Because you can't invest in basketball unless you're in it for the long haul. So I would think that the Royals investment, they thought they were going to get money back. That's what investors are. You're not going to get money back at the beginning. You know what I mean? It's keeping them in that position for long enough.
Royals, that's going to be a whole nother conversation point, because it was I spoke to you probably speak to Namo and Junior and that anyway. So
I speak to Namo a lot.
I had a conversation about that, and I was like, wow. I didn't get it. Something that was how I saw it was they tried to fix something that wasn't broken. It's like there's a vase on the table and it's completely fine, but I'm gonna put some glue and add some and stuff. What are you doing? It's nothing to fix.
That one, how successful that? Do you know how much people from my generation wish we had that opportunity to play in London at home? And so Orlan, Matthew, all of these guys were so lucky to get that. You know what I mean? I think London Lions are doing a really good job now as well. But it's just keeping the investors interested in basketball and keeping them for the long haul. Because I think investors see it, this is a quick buck, realize they're not going to get it, and then they pull out. And it's with Royals, it was I thought they did a great job at the beginning. To win a trophy in your first year.
Yeah.
So they kind of did what Essex.
And they got to the finals as well.
But a bit with their players, they had absolute ballers come back. You know what I mean? We had youngsters. They had if we got Jamel now, that was Essex. But they did it with really good players. So I was shocked. I wasn't shocked. I was a bit surprised that it ended when it did, because they just won. You know what I mean?
It was weird, man. It was weird. It made no sense, man.
Yeah.
It made no sense, man. What time we on? All right. It's that time of the talk.
Oh,
you watching this one? Yeah. Hot spots. All right. Before we head out, because we got another guest.
Oh, you got Josie, innit?
Yeah. That should be interesting.
Yeah, that would be. His story's mad.
Mad, man. Yeah, definitely. I'll go definitely get him on my show. Definitely got to get him on the show. Definitely.
Everything. everything Chris. Everything Chris. Everything Chris. Everything Chris.